So in next DAX concept, we are going to understand how to use arithmetic operators in DAX formula. So mostly when you will use arithmetic operators, first of all, we need to know what is arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators are nothing but to use in between a calculations. If you want to add two different columns, we need to use arithmetic operator called plus. If you want to subtract one column into the another column, so minus. So multiply two different columns. For example, let's take the same example every time what we are discussing. Loan amount GST. Okay, I have a column called loan amount. I have a column called GST. I want another column along with loan and GST total loan amount I want. Okay, then which operator you will use? Multiplication operator you will use. To find the percentages you will use divide operator. Okay, division operator. So that's how the things will work in particular DAX formula. So now we'll see how to write this multiplication, how to add columns, how to subtract columns. Okay, by using arithmetic operators you are going to create one more new column. Okay, every row is having one value, every row will take one value, and new column only creating. Okay, that is called calculated column. By using arithmetic operators you are going to create a calculated column. Clear? So now we'll go to the Power BI desktop. Just check your data set. Is it available? You are able to see your data set in model view. So the same way, just open your model view. In this model view, so this is called the sales. So this is the table. Just now insert it and go to table view and then see the data. Is it available? No. Why? You imported your data set, but still you are not able to see your table. Why? This particular case is nothing but your data set is having some errors. Your data set is having some null values. Whenever your data set is having this kind of errors or duplicate values or null values, your data set will not be visible in particular table view. That is not a proper table. I can't perform aggregations. I can't perform any pivot table on this particular column. So that is the reason I'm not importing and I'm not loading to Power BI desktop. If you see any blank page here, that means Power BI is saying to you, this is not a proper data set. Please go and get the proper data set. How to get the proper data set? Loading. The next transform. So now we are already in loading state. We'll go to report view, then click on transform data. So you know how to remove null values. Just click anywhere and remove empty. Okay. Remove columns. Go to remove columns or remove rows. Sorry, not remove columns. Remove rows. Remove blank rows. Okay. Remove blank rows. This will make sure it will remove all the blank rows. Clear? Once this done, just go here, close and apply. It will be automatically loaded and it will come in table view. Clear? It is there in the table view. Now do the same step and check the table view. Now if I go to table view, I can able to see my data set. Okay. Null values. If null values present in your data set, it will not be visible in your table view. Okay. That means Power BI can't perform pivot table action on that. Clear? I'll show the step one more time. Just go to the report view, transform data, click on transform data. Once done, we need to remove the null values. How to remove the null values? Select any column, just go to the remove rows, remove blank rows. Click on remove blank rows. All the blank rows will be removed. Once this is done, just go to this section, close and apply. So it will be automatically loaded. Clear? That's how. Do this step, then you will be able to see your sales table in your data set. What are the columns present for sales table? You got your table? Remove your null values. Clear? Can I go to the next step? So in this particular data set, first you need to understand before going to write any DAX. Okay? Before going to write any DAX, first we need to understand what it is. I'll explain how to use plus symbol, plus operator. It is your responsibility to understand all the other operators. Okay? It is not possible to explain each and every operator in the class. Okay? I'll explain you first one operator, that is called multiplication or plus anything. Okay? Then it is your responsibility to understand the other operators by practicing. That is your assignment. Okay? Take a notes, write measures, calculated columns and arithmetic operators first. Going forward, I'll tell you the next concept. Like that we'll plan. Clear? So now, by using this product price column and product cost column, see, one price. This particular pen costs 10 rupees. If I have 50 pens, how much it is? 500 rupees. Clear? So what is the quantity I have? What is the product price? One particular product price is 48. I have 8 products. 8 into 48 I want as a column. Okay? I want to create a new column, 8 into 48. One particular product price. Unit price of this product is 48. I want the total product price for all the quantities. Clear? So that is what my requirement. Here what I need to do? Multiply. Here I need to multiply. So here I am creating one more new column. This is called a calculated column. Okay? If you see here, under home section, new measure, quick measure, new column, new table. Okay? New measure is nothing but measure. Creating a measure, one word value. The output will be only one value. New column. Okay? New column is nothing but we are creating one more column which is increasing the storage. Okay? Measure will not increase the storage. Column will increase the storage. Now what I need to do? I need to create a new column with the reference of these two columns. Just click on new column. See, there is a column created. Now you need to write a formula in the formula bar. So this is the formula bar. If you see here, this is called the formula bar. Here to expand this, you need to click on this drop down. Here, you need to click. First, I just want to name this column as total price for all the quantity. Okay? Is equals to. So this is the column name. This is my column name. What is the operation I need to perform? I need to multiply order quantity into product price. So what I need to do? What is the table name? Sales of. Whenever you are writing the sales of, Power BI detects something and it is showing it is showing all the sales tables columns. Then no need to write again and again. Directly just go which column you want, order quantity, multiplication into, again sales table only. Which column you want to multiply? Product cost or product price. Product price I want to product price. Clear? Product price I want to multiply. Close the bracket. No need to close. We didn't open only, so no need to close. Leave it. See, just check the formula. So this is my column name. Okay. You're able to see? So this is particular my column name, and here this is called table name. If this is called table name, and my column name is enclosed with square brackets, and I have used arithmetic operator to write this formula. And again the next column in sales table, product price column, I want to multiply. Just click on enter. Then a column created. Each and every row is having a value. This is called row context. Clear? Calculated column or row context. It creates a separate column and it takes some space. Whatever this column takes the space, this column also takes the same space. This is called calculated column, and the output of this column is nothing but a measure. Clear? Now we understand how to create the calculated column. Now we'll see how to create the measure. So you understand where I used arithmetic operator. So the same format, wherever in your formula, if there is a requirement to add or multiply or divide it by any columns. Arithmetic operators are only for numericals, integer data type or float data type, whole number data type or decimal data type. Clear? And I created a new column. So this is called a calculated column. And this is a row context. Each row is having a value. Okay? Column context means it will add entire column and it will give you one value. Okay? Understand? Clear, right? That is called measure. Clear? Now I created one more column in my particular table which is not present before. That is called DAX. Understand? So your responsibility is you need to practice with subtraction. Subtraction, how you need to practice. So this is called the product price and this is the product cost. 48 minus 22. You will get the actual one, profit. If you want profit, you need to minus the product price from product cost. Otherwise, product cost from product price. You will get the profit. That column name is called profit column. So you need to create that column. The column name is profit and you need to minus it. Okay. Otherwise, add one more column GST. Write 0.8 everywhere. Multiply. Okay. This 0.8 where you will write in Power Query. Okay, in Power Query from conditional column you have written there you need to create one more column 0.8 everywhere and then multiply those two. You can write DAX directly from Power Query also. You can write DAX directly here also. Clear? Understand? So this is how we need to use arithmetic operators in DAX. To increase the size of the formula, you need to do this to mouse. See? Okay, opposite direction, just to scroll. If you want to decrease the size, do this. Clear? Keep it in this particular space so that you will understand everything. Okay, if you click somewhere, this formula will be gone. Again, if you want to see the formula, you need to select the same column, then the formula will be visible. Clear? Understand how to use this one? I'll write plus. I'll write plus and execute. The same multiplication column becomes the plus. Whatever the changes you are doing in this particular formula, it will be applicable for that column only. It will not be applicable for the other columns. Clear? This is called calculated column concept in Power BI. DAX concept. Clear? So now it is your responsibility. Try here plus, minus, multiplication, division. Okay? Clear? You want me to explain everything? Not required, right? So that's what we created a column. See here, calculated column. Look at here, calculated column. Basically in our Power BI, you're able to see. In Power BI, what will happen? Every value column is having a summation symbol. Okay, just a normal summation symbol. But here, the column which you created from Power BI, calculated column DAX concept, will be having a table separately, newly created one, and it's a value column. Clear? Clear, right? Clear? So this is time. See, usually column is like this. Only summation symbol is there. To understand which is calculated column, you will be having this symbol. You created a different column by writing DAX, and it's a value column. You can summarize. Okay? You can directly drag and drop into the values. You will get one value. Okay? So that's how the next one. Now I'll show you how to add this into the values. I'll just create a table view here or matrix view. Table view or matrix view here. Okay, which column we are working with currently? So here I want first name and the total price column which I created now. See, I got the sum of total price for all the quantity. This is the column I created, so I can represent here directly. That is what DAX. Okay, the column which is not present in my visualization I created by using a DAX, and I am using with respect to the dashboard. That is called DAX. Clear? Clear? The aggregation performed on this column is called measure. Okay, the same column, if I drag and drop into card visualization, what will happen? So this is the card visualization. I drag and drop this into, so I got the measure. This is called measure. You will get measure by writing calculated column, because you can perform. There is a summation symbol, right? All the value columns you are having summation symbol, you can drag and drop all the values into card visualization. So this also you can drag and drop. What is the total quantity? 3K. Clear? So that is how we need to consider, that is how we need to create. Clear? Measure is nothing but you will create only this card visualization. Okay? You can create the card visualization directly without writing anything. Clear, right? So that's what the thing. See, whenever you are creating a calculated column or measure, try with table view. Then you will understand what type of data I'm getting, whether any null values are there. Okay, like that. If you are calculating a column which is having null values, it will give error in that particular value. So before writing DAX only, you need to clean the data. It is your responsibility to clean the data before creating a DAX, before writing a DAX formula. Clear? After transformation only you need to perform this action. Before transformation, if you perform, entire data set will be error. Clear? Right? Again, I'll go to table view. See, from report view also you can directly create a new measure directly. See, if I click on new measure, it is directly asking me for the formula. It will take to me a table view. Now I'll increase this. What is the measure I want? Total product price I want. Okay, total product price is equals to, what is the measure? Sum of total sales table product price or product cost I want. So what is the output of this particular value? What is the output of this particular value? Single value, right? I want to add one more sum of function, which is product price. So what is the output of this value? Single value. Both results together sum, and it gives an aggregation. Final value is an out value, but I am using arithmetic operator here as well. What is the arithmetic operator I used here? Addition operator. So you can use arithmetic operators in measures also. You can use arithmetic operators in calculated column also. There, if you created one more column only created, here if you create, the output will be only single value. Okay, it does not require much space, but calculated column requires much space. That is the only difference. This is how you need to explain. Clear? So you practice with the other things. Just click on OK. So my field is created. See total product price. If I drag and drop into card visualization, 5K. Okay, I added the complete sum of product price. I added complete sum of product cost. So this is the 5K total. Okay, if only one 3K. If both together, 5K. Clear? And this measure is measured with respect to the calculator symbol. There is a calculator symbol. If this is there, that is called created measure. Okay, clear? That's what the thing. Understand, right? And this measure will not be visible in your table view. It will not be visible in your. It will not be visible here. Measure will not be visible in your table view. Only calculated column, because one more column will be created. It will be visible only in the data set. And this data sets, what you are creating, everything needs to be in data modeling. Everything needs to be having a relationship between them. Okay, clear now? Any doubts? It is considering it as a data modeling. That's why I'm telling you. Okay. Calendar table, by default it is applicable for all the tables in your data table. Okay. You have a column called order date. Then this calendar table considers that order date column is my foreign key column, and it is creating. Clear? Data modeling concept needs to be must and should here in this particular task. Clear now? Understand? Measure will not be visible in your table view. Okay. Next we'll go with the next operators. So it is your responsibility to practice each and everything. Okay. The next one, comparison operators. What are the comparison operators that you know? Is equals to, greater than or equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, less than. Okay. See, these are the comparison operators. Based on my comparison, I want one output. That's what now we see. After comparing, what you will see, what you will do. If this comparison is true, if my condition is true, then I want this value. If my condition is true, I want this value. So this is what now our condition means. This particular comparison operators you need to write under if statement. Okay, under if statement. If my condition, my sales amount is equals to 1000, then I want, if this condition is true, I want true. If the condition is false, I want false. So this is what our particular thing. Clear? Now we'll go to our data set. I'll explain you about the greater than or less than, or you need to practice with all the other things. Okay. Here I just want to create a new column. New column. Okay. If conditional, otherwise comparison operators, okay, is equals to if. Whenever I'm opening if, see here, logical test. Logical test means what is the condition? What is the condition? Product cost, sales of sales of product cost greater than 20. Okay, if my product cost greater than 20, I want the output as true, otherwise I want the output as false. Just close this bracket, click on enter. Wherever my product cost column is greater than 20, greater than 20, I got it is true. Wherever false is there, it is less than 20. So this is my conditional column. Comparison operators. Yet you can write nested if conditions under one more if condition. Okay. For students data, we created that nested if condition, right? Under one if condition, I have written one more if condition. Under that condition, I have written one more if condition. Like that, you can write one more if condition in this particular condition, false condition. You can directly remove if. One more if you can write. Okay, if this logical test is okay, then you can write one more if condition under false statement. You can write multiple nested ifs by using this one. So you already know the concept of if condition, so go ahead and work with this. Clear? Try with nested if also, try with normal if also. This is what normal if I write one more if condition under this false statement, means if this statement is false, then go and check with the different statement. Okay, if this statement is false, then go and check with the other statement. See, I will write one more statement here. Just see that one more statement is if condition one more time. If my sales of product cost, all right, product cost column less than 20. Okay, you have given if it is greater than 20, true. What if it is less than 20? Okay, that's what I want to give. Less than 20. So this is the output I want, less than 20. And if both the conditions are not true, what is the value? False. Okay, enter. Please open, closed. Huh? Where? No, that is correct only. One parenthesis. One. Next, text concatenation operators. What are the text concatenation operators? Ampersand symbol, concatenation, concat also will come. We'll discuss that one. First, text concatenation operator. Full name is equals to customer of first name, and we need to give space and customer of last name. We'll see this one. I just want to create a new column. So new column. Here, text concatenation is equals to, what is the first table? First name, ampersand symbol, and I want to give some space, ampersand symbol, and then what is the next table? Sales of last name, enter. Got it? I got the sales of last name. Here only I will show one more new column. Lower case is equals to lower of sales column, the column which you created now. What is the column name? Text concatenation. Just give this as an output, then it will convert into lowercase. Okay, this particular operation you can directly do in Power Query Editor also. Here you need to write a formula. Okay, just see one more time. I'll explain the step. Delete this column. Yes, deleted. And if that is deleted, this lowercase which is extracted from that also deleted. Okay, delete. String concatenation functions I am showing you. New column. So what are the strings present here? First name and last name. I want to join first name and last name. I want full name. So I am renaming it to full name is equals to, what is the first column name? First name, and I need to use ampersand operator. I need to use ampersand, you're able to see, right? Ampersand operator, and if I want to give space, I can give space like this, and then again ampersand operator, sales of, the next column name is last name, click on enter. Once you click on enter, see one full name column created. On this column, if I want lowercase, on this column I want uppercase, So you can directly write, click on new column, okay, lowercase is equals to lower of command only now we have, and which table you want, which column, full name column, just close the bracket, enter, see all converted to lowercase. Clear? So the same with uppercase, right of, left of, mid of, so all the functions with by writing formula you can apply. In Power Query Editor, no need to write a formula. Clear? This is nothing but like an Excel. You can manipulate the data. In Power Query, you can't manipulate the data. You can only remove the null values. Okay, that one. Understand, right? So same thing. All the text concatenation operators you already know. So just go ahead and do the same practice and all. Okay, and then you know logical operator. We'll see this one. 1 minute. Logical operators, you know. See, logical operator means if both the conditions are true or false, I want specific output. So we have AND operator, NOT operator, and OR operator also, that will come later. First we'll see condition 1 and condition 2. Both the conditions needs to be true. If sales of revenue and if product price or product cost greater than 20, and also if my product cost column less than 20, then only yes or no. Okay, the if condition, same if condition you try with your own different columns. Clear? Here you are using AND operator, so that this condition also needs to be true and this condition also needs to be true. If it is true, then only yes. If both the conditions fail, if any one of the conditions fail, I want no as an output. Clear? This is what multiple condition checking by using logical operators. Clear, right? And not. If these two conditions are not satisfying, then only give me value. You know, we'll see, we'll work on this 1 minute. We'll see the period data types. Date, to fetch the date. So this is the one. Return a date value from year, month and day column. You have a day column, you have month column, you have year column. To get the date, you need to write is equals to date of 21st. You need to give year and you need to give month and then you need to give day. So how to do that, I'll show you 1 minute. See here, click on new column. I want to fetch day is equals to day of order, sales of order, date. Just click on enter. So I got the date. Like that, you need to fetch the 3 different date, month, year, and then directly write is equals to date of to combine everything. So these are the functions we already learned in Excel. Any confusion? Any confusion here? Clear? The remaining you try. Remaining you can try. You know today of function is equals to today of function. If you give, that means entire column will be today's date. Now of function today with date and time. Okay, date value converts text to a date column. See, we have an option to change the data type in Power Query. From date, for example, date column is in text format. Just click on the data types, then change to that one. Here by using date value formula, you can convert the string data type date column into text or like or date column. Clear? So this is one form of changing the data type. Okay, you can directly do it here also. See here, you can directly click here and you can change the data type here. Okay, you can change the data type here. If you don't want to change, you have a date value section. By using the date value section also, you can convert it to the date. Time value means it will convert the text to a time. That's it. Only difference. You can directly do it by clicking on the functions. Otherwise, you can write this formula also to do that. Clear? What is the formula? How to write this formula? I mentioned here. Clear? Clear, right? Any doubts? So current date, current month, current now, year of, month of, day of, hour of, minute of, second of, weekday. It will return only weekdays. 1 means Sunday, 7 means Saturday, or based on the return type. Okay. If 1 you are giving, then it will tell you whether you are in Sunday or Monday. Got it? So you just practice everything. Week number. In that month, what is the week number? So which week number this one? Week number 3. Currently we are in 1 month 4 weeks are there. If you are in 3rd week, that means 3rd week number it will give. If you are in 1st week means 1st week number it will give. Clear? And then quarter. In which quarter? Every 3 months or 4 months? 4 months is a quarter. 3 months is a quarter. 3/4 12 months. Okay. Which quarter you are currently in is equal to today of means which quarter you are currently in. These and all will be helpful for you line to show the trend analysis. Okay. To show the trend analysis, you are going to use all these formulas. And then date difference. You already know date difference. If you want to find the difference between two different dates, okay, then date diff formula. First date you need to give, and today I want to know the date. Difference between the date which is having there and today's date. I want the difference, so then I want it in a day format. I want it in a month format means here month will come. Year format means year will come. Clear? Understand? You will practice or not? So practice everything. Clear? So DAX is nothing but it's nothing advanced level concept. That's what I said. If you don't know Excel, all this concept, it will be literally hell for you. Clear? That is the reason from the beginning I'm telling learn Excel properly, learn Excel properly. You understand now why I said that one? Power query will be easy. DAX will be too easy. In the DAX also time intelligence functions are there, which is little bit complicated. For understanding purpose only, we'll work on it. Okay? There will be no practical, will be on time intelligence functions. But I will explain you. I'll give the formula. Whenever situation comes, requirement comes, apply that formula and get it. Clear? That's how you need to work on. And date and time conversions, value. Convert text date time to numeric number. Okay? And then format. These are just the formatting functions. And then by using calendar function, you can create a column which is having a dates in between so and so. Clear? Calendar. You know calendar? I don't have a column called date column in my particular data set. Okay. I don't have a date column. Okay. I want to create data modeling. How to create? If there is no date column, how can you create? So you need to create some random dates in between so and so dates. Okay. If your client is asking what is the trend analysis over 2 years back, then you don't have a date column which is 2 years back. You need to create that date column. Okay. 2024 January 1st to 2024 December 31st. You need to create that and you need to show it. That's how. We'll see this in the next class. This how to create a calendar column, calendar table, calendar column, date table or date columns like that. Okay. This and the next one time intelligence function will be in the last. Okay. These and all the different functions, if functions. Returns one value if the condition is true, another value if the condition is false. And if eager. Same as if, but always evaluate both true and false. Okay. And then branches used for debugging performance cases. Why we are using this particular if.eager? So this is the value. Okay. I already given the query also. What you need to do, just copy it and paste it there and check with the column which is already present there. There is no column called amount column we have. Then you just create with the product price or product cost. That's how you need to practice. Completely practice purpose. Here I can't explain everything, every formula by practically. It's your responsibility to understand. I have already given the formula, paste it there and understand the concept. Once done, try to execute the same formula in different column by writing your own formula. Practice, practice, practice. Take a book, practice everything. The same syntax. You already familiar with the syntax. If the if condition means if the condition is true or false will come. That's what the syntax. Clear? There is no confusion in this, but you need to understand in a proper way. Okay? These switch functions and all, these are completely advanced functions. These are just is text, whether the value in the particular column is text or not, is string data type or not. If yes, it will give yes. If not, it will give false. Okay? Is non-text. If the value present in that particular column is not a text or not. If yes, so that's what. The output will be in a boolean. So these are the boolean data types. Okay? So that's what. Period data types we have date, day of, month of, like that how it is. For that boolean also we will having is text, is even, is odd. Okay? You know that is even, is odd that we practiced in Power Query. So the same will come to. Is logical or not. If it is a logical, it will give logical. If there is no logic, it will give false. So for testing purpose, these are some of the particular DAX functions present in DAX, but requirement based you need to use. Okay? You already familiar with all these concepts in Excel. Whenever someone is asking you to check the column whether it's a date or not, you need to write. How can you check? You can directly go to the data type, you can check now. There you are able to see which data type it is. Is it necessary to again work with this? but sometimes situation demands. This type of column needs to be there in your data set. Okay, and on this column you are going to create a table view. On this column you are going to do something. At this such way, in such cases, you can use this particular formulas. But understand everything. So I have given the condition description, what it is, why we are using, where we are using, and what is the formula. Clear? So based on that, you practice everything. I'll give one data set to you. I will give some questions to you. Practice everything there. Okay? Then you will be familiar with the DAX properly. So this is the task in the holidays. 25, 26 and 27. So this is the task. And we'll meet again by 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th and 7th. 5, 6, 7 will be the last dates. Clear? I'll tell you. I don't know exactly about this 29, 30 and 31. I'll tell you about these things. Okay? First we'll go with this one. So whether there is an error or not, true if any error is there. Okay? See how when you are using this error, your data set is not loading. Okay? You want to check whether any error is there. There is Power Query Editor, we have to check the errors. Okay? Is this necessary? But this kind of functions are present in DAX. For understanding purpose only, I mentioned A to Z formulas. A to Z, every formula in DAX I mentioned. This is very helpful for interview purpose. Clear? Error, true if it is false. So true means Boolean values. So these all are called Booleans. Okay? Text functions. Concatenate of. Okay? Whether you can directly write concatenate of first column and second column. It will concatenate. Another one, AND operator, you can concatenate. Concatenate text. Each and joins values from a column or expressions across a table with a delimiter. You can give delimiter at the rate, comma, hyphen. You can give whatever you want. See, concatenate text, values from the first column and the next one by using separate with hyphen. Clear? Or comma, whatever it is. And then AND operator, this we already know. Alternative to concatenate. In Excel we have concatenate and concat, but here only concatenate and ampersand symbol. And then formatting option, convert numbers or dates to formatted text. See here, formatting. I have a column, today's date is what? 20 December 2025. In place of 12, I want December. Then you can directly give this particular function and it will change it to December. Okay? 4 M's. 4 M's means change my value to December. December. If you give 2 M's, 1, 2. Okay? 2 M's means 1, 2. 4 M's means December. Complete text I want. So that column will convert into text. In our Power BI desktop, if I want to change this particular column to that case, I have this formatting section. I can directly do this. Why I need to write that formula? Which one is good? This step is too easy to convert the data by seeing that instead of writing formula. But still, we have a formula for that function as well. See, if you apply this step, what is the formula backend running? So this is the formula running in the backend. Understand? Whatever the functionalities that are present in the desktop, so backend there is some formula, right? So these are the formulas written on backend. Okay? Whenever you are applying something for that particular column, this column acts as an argument for that and it will execute. Clear? Clear na? So this is the formula written on the backend of this particular. Here I selected the date column. I want this column in this format. What happened in the backend? That formula written. So what will happen? This order date column, it will go and sit in that formula and it will give you output in that formula, same formula. So this is also the best option to go with this one. This is the best option for a better understanding, for a fastest complicating process also you can do by using these functions only. Okay, that's what the importance of ribbon. Whatever present in ribbon, what is happening in the backend, so the DAX will tell you what happened in the backend. Clear? Understand, right? Why so many faces are blank? So what are these functions? Left off, right off. It's recording. I'll talk. Left off, right off, mid off, replace off, substitute off, trim off, clean off, upper off, lower off, search off, find off, length off. You know everything. You don't know? No. We know. KNOW, no. Okay, so these are the text manipulation functions. So go ahead and try everything. It's completely, it's up to you. You need to try. Clear? Statistical functions. All are numericals. Only numerical columns. Okay? If you want to see the absolute value is equals to ABC of that column name, it will give the absolute value. Okay? Here I just give one value to show you what it is. It will convert the negative integers into positive integers. Here you need to show your statistical skills. Okay, when requirement comes, you need to change the column to absolute value column. You need to write is equals to ABS of sales of product price, sales of product cost. You need to convert into negative value to positive value, absolute value, and then ceiling value. What is the ceiling value? Rounds to the next nearest multiple of significance. Okay, the next one. See, after 22, I want the multiple of 5. What is the multiple of 5 after 22? 25. Before 22? 20. 20 is the multiple, nearest multiple. Ceiling means that, floor means rounds the number to the nearest multiple of significance. So this is the one, floor, back. Ceiling means front. And round, it's a round value, rounded value, okay? And the round down, round up, integer, truncate to specific digits means it will limit the digits. What do you mean by truncate in SQL? It will remove all the records. Here, how many number of records you want to remove? 2 number of records. Here you are applying some filter. 2 records, remove. Integer, truncate, mod, quotient, sign, power of, square root of. Okay? You want me to explain everything? You can try, right? Try everything. The same data set, try everything. Then you will understand. So these all are called mathematical and statistical functions, and these are the aggregations that we already know. Sum of will give you sales amount and one value. This will give you row by row sum. Okay, row by sum. This you execute and tell me what happened. Okay, this particular function output I want on Sunday. See here it is sum. It is sum x. What it will do? Row by row it will sum. Okay, this is called Windows function. Okay, it will give the sum row by row. You practice this and tell me what happened. Okay, once this recording stops, then you can practice. And then average also, average and average x, median x, minimum x, maximum x. Okay, and then count a, count x, count rows, how many number of rows are there. By using count, you can directly count. There is an aggregation, we have count. There is an aggregation, we have average. We already have implicit measures and explicit measures. Implicit measures are nothing but Power BI is already providing. Okay, Power BI is already providing. When you are creating any visual, average, sum of, minimum of, count of, these are already provided. Implicit measures. Explicit measures are nothing but the measures you created by writing DAX. Okay, major important interview question: what is implicit measure and what is explicit measure? Implicit measure is nothing but the measure provided by Power BI by default. That is nothing but sum of, minimum of, count of, maximum of, average of, standard deviation, variance. Explicit measure, you are writing some DAX formula to create the explicit measure. That is called explicit measure. Clear? The measure you created by writing DAX which is not default in Power BI desktop. That is called explicit measure. Which is already present, that is called implicit measure. Clear? So statistical functions, standard deviation. So this is what the mathematical functions. Okay. This particular filter function I will explain you in the next class. Okay. Filter function and time intelligence function will be the last concept. These two concepts is the most important concept in a Power BI DAX. So here you will understand the advanced level concept. Clear? This we'll see Monday. Clear? Monday filters only. Tuesday time intelligence functions. Clear? So that's what the class.